Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Luigi's Mansion. So some stuff has gone down. I was originally recording Luigi's Mansion, and a lot of things went wrong. What I originally thought was just my regular memory messing up, instead of just my save states, which is what I was originally saving on, that all got messed up. Also, not only that, everything that could go wrong went wrong, and I immediately proceeded to realize that my video recording wasn't even recording this. So I'm already at where I used to be. Basically, last time I found out that I needed to collect Mario's stuff because the last ghost I needed for this area was Madame Clairvoyant. She goes right here. Wow, that's actually really loud for me. You'll also notice that I don't have Mr. Bones, because this is effectively a saved game from some speedrunner who put it on Game FAQ. So clearly someone who plays games better than me. And basically last time I left off with trying to figure out where I was supposed to go after I caught the twins. And so now I realize I just have to go collect Mario stuff, which we should be able to do now. Basically I already got some of the stuff. There was that weird paper thing, which was in a birdhouse from back of the mansion where we have to cross around things where we saw Mario. Mario's hat was right in the beginning of the game. Mario's shoe was in the projector room. You were all there for that. And his glove, you were all there for that as well. So really, we just have to go and collect Mario's star, which is actually basically I have to go through the back where I beat a buff guy and got the ice thing. And if I remember correctly, I actually need fire, don't I? Shoot. I can always go into Fatty's room and just get it from there. Either way, that's where this is the general direction I have to go in either way. So yeah, it's been pretty fun. I had to play through literally all of Luigi. Well, no. The save file had 3 different save states. One right before Bogmire, which is the boss we fought, where I actually watered the plant. In my original playthrough, I had actually already beaten Bogmire. Well, I'd already caught I'd basically already made it to Area 3. And then I was like, okay, I need to stop for now, because I've been playing for way too long. I like this game way too much. I mean, I played all the way through until I was literally right where I stopped at. So yeah, it's been fun, it's been interesting, it's been an interesting few days. I never actually got the opportunity to talk about it in any of my last playthroughs, but basically I went to a concert. I think I did talk about this. I can't quite remember, but for me it's been a few days since I've been to this concert. But basically I went to a concert. It was a Spanish concert. I think I actually talked about this in the recording, and that's why I'm getting so confused right now. But I went to a Spanish concert a few days ago. It's these, like, the Blue Angels, basically, if I were to translate it literally. And no hate against Spanish music. It's interesting, it's fun. It's a different culture altogether. So, it's interesting, it's a new experience, and, life shouldn't just be, about just staying in your comfort zone. You should always try. Can I not set this thing on fire? Or wait, am I looking at the wrong one? Oh, yes, I am. Okay, never mind. I'm a foolio. I want to go in here. Basically, so I love my mother. I really do. I've always been a bit of a mama's boy. Not in a fetishistic type of way, but more in a, how should I put it? I really cherish my mother because, I love her dearly, and not everyone can have a good relationship with their mother, but hey, it happens, right? All family dynamics are different. Some people call their mom and dad mommy and daddy. Some people call their parents mother and father, like I do. And some would say all of those are kind of strange in their own way, depending on your relationship with your mother and father. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're about to do it. See, for me, this isn't anything new, but hopefully once we get into Area 3, because I didn't get very far into it, I'll start seeing some new stuff. Or, well, at least some... Oh, come on. What? Oh, jeez. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, I had the same... I didn't get better at the game. Nothing silly like that. I basically just, I'm basically still at the same skill level. I think the only thing that got better is that I was able to... Oh, come on, Luigi. I think the only thing that changed was the fact that I was able to practice up on sucking ghosts in. So now I have a bit of a better idea as to how it all works. which, you know, isn't exactly impressive, but it makes the game go a little bit faster, you know? So, like, I can actually suck up ghosts pretty dang quickly, and actually get things done fairly efficiently without having to cut around me being silent because I'm like, oh, why isn't this working? Turns out when they said you want to be as close to the ghost as possible, they weren't joking. Like, they weren't just saying that because they were like, oh yeah, you know, just want to make it spooky. Nope, it legitimately requires you to be as close to the ghost as possible because otherwise, things don't go all too well. Just like that. So, see, we finished it pretty dang quickly. When I was recording through this, I really stunk at it, so it didn't really go all too well. And it's not like I know, like, what's going on or where the boos are. What? This one? Okay. Oh, there it is. Boonswoggle. Boo-wah. Also, I don't have as many boos as I did last time. I think I had, like, 20 boos. When I first played, or when I last left off, I had 20 boos. But some things have gone a bit wrong, so we'll try to catch as many boos as we can. I think that is part of the game progression either way. But I don't know, I only usually watch like speed runs of this stuff. Anyways, like I was saying, my mother basically tricked me to go to this concert. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be going alone, and you know, I'm a bit protective of my mother. I don't like it when she goes alone to places. It spooks me. You know, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. Oh, here we go. This part's really cool. I actually remember this part because So I've talked about this before. I've taken an astronomy class. Basically, whenever you see stars in like a NASA picture, if it has 4 little like prongs on it, it means it's a star. Whereas like much like I just pointed at the screen. I'm actually stupid. But the little dots that you see, those are more likely to be like globular clusters. So that's more of a collection of stars, as opposed to like the geez, I missed. Okay, I need a bit more to the left. But basically, those would be like collections of stars, as opposed to the ones that have like 4 little spikes on them. Those are more likely to be, think about there. No. Jeez Louise, this is so hard. The perspective on this is a bit rough. Like there? Oh, that is way off. Jeez Louise. And the ones with the 4 spikes are actually just stars. So what, like this? Oh, come on. What is this perspective nonsense? Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Okay. Either way. Yeah, so there's that. And it's interesting because, like, you know, I'm actually starting to get mad. I did this so easily last time. Maybe, I did just wake up, like, a few minutes ago. What, like here? I'm gonna say, like, there. Yeah, we did it. Woo! Boom. Is that it? Just once? Oh, thank goodness. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Thank goodness. Is that correct? Thank goodness? Yeah, whatever. There we go. Getting Mario's star. So yeah, the 4 little thorns mean that it's an actual star, whereas the little dots could be anything. They could be galaxies, they could be globular clusters. Actually, now that I get a closer look at them, at the little dots, some of them do have spikes on them. Yeah, so those are more likely to just be smaller stars. These one with like 2, 4, 6, 8 little points, they're more likely to actually be clusters as well. Oh no, not clusters. I think that's, yeah, those are actually meant to be stars as well. But the dots are important because those can be globular clusters, which is just a collection of low light red stars, and they just all kind of gathered together. They more than likely formed in a nebula, and the nebula died out, and that's all it could form because, you know, conservation of matter and mass, or whatever the heck, mass and energy. So, you know, you can't just infinitely create stars. They you know, they explode, but, you know, not all of that energy is preserved, and it forms into things that don't actually matter. All right, we have Mario's star. I'm gonna go ahead and head on down here to Madame Clairvoyant. And yeah, and then we'll finally be able to progress through this game. I think we are gonna have to sit through all of her, whoops, right, I forgot. I don't have that key, do I? No. Oh, I have to go out here, right. To the workout room. So yeah, that's, you know, it's fascinating. Also, oh, right, back to my mother. I'm gonna use up all my talking points. Actually, let's talk a bit more about stars. So, it was only an introduction to astronomy class, so, you know, I don't know too much. I'm not like a astrophysicist or anything like that, or a rocket scientist, but what I do know is that, in most cases, like, whenever you see like photos of stars or like galaxies or supernova, those those colors are just basically representations of what it would look like if we could see radiation. Because most of that energy that we see, most of the colors that we do see, are basically just oh come on, Luigi, are basically just representation of what color it would give off, because it's mostly just, you know, hyperactive oxygen and all that. Anyways, it's been 10 minutes. It's been more than enough time. We'll continue with Clairvoyant next time. All we got was Mario's thing, and I talked a bunch and explained my situation. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoy. Bye.